Hello, my name is Michael Katz. I am the Business Development Manager on behalf of Streifeneder ortho.production. I've been working in this industry for over 25 years and I'm here today with Dominic to talk about liners.
Hi, I'm Dominic Rudolph and I have been in the O&P industry since 1989 and I'm part of the Streifeneder ortho.production team in Germany. Here my main focus is in the development of orthotics, therapeutic shoes and socket comfort.
Hello Dominic, I'm glad we can find the time today to talk about the Streifeneder liner selection. If I'm not mistaken, Streifeneder has been on the market for over 16 years and has constantly revised its product portfolio.
Thank you, Michael, and that's right. Streifeneder follows very closely with what is happening in the market and aligns its products with what the state-of-the-art demands. We also offer our customers with the technical solutions that are necessary to provide amputees well with liners and socket comfort products.
The range is very broad in this area, and we offer gel liners in addition to many silicone liners. This leads quickly to the question, which liner is the right one for my patient?
Yes, that's right, and we actually have a wide range of liners to be able to react to the most diverse requirements. For example, it is mainly the low activity levels or difficult residual limbs that are fitted with gel liners. Normally, active or very active users are fitted with our silicone liners or with our PrimoSeal basic liner right at the beginning of the initial fitting.
If we take a closer look at the gel liners, what do you think are the biggest advantages over the competition?
The gel liners were completely revised during the last relaunch, and for example, the Soft and Soft Plus versions have a thicker wall at the distal end and at the front end. After all, the sensitive tip of the residual limb and the edge of the tibia need to be cushioned particularly well. There have also been some developments in the knitting technology, which offer the user the advantage that the liners are inhibited from the excessive lengthwise tension at the distal end, but the radial, in other words the cross elasticity, is not restricted. This is particularly important for the sensitive residual limbs in order to minimize shear forces or the so-called prosthesis lift. The knitted orientation stripe, serial number and liner size round off the appearance and offer even more product safety as a result.
The new liners have been now on the market for almost 2 years. Can you already draw a conclusion whether the new circular knitted technique has made a difference?
There are two sides to this. First and foremost, it is important to produce a safe medical product that offers the user added value compared to conventional prosthetic liners. We are talking about circular knitting technology with function. For example, the lengthwise tension inhibition, the serial number, the orientation stripe for easier donning, and so forth. On the other hand, this technology offers advantages in production. The liners and kneecaps can be produced on demand, and thus the entire production process has become very efficient.
Streifeneder's kneecaps have been sold very successfully worldwide for many years. Changes have been made here as well. What has changed and why?
That's right. Streifeneder's kneecaps have been used successfully for years with short prostheses and provide the necessary support with the vacuum socket technique. The textile cover in particular has changed. Here the knee area has been improved with the knitting technique to facilitate knee flexion. The edge areas also prevent lengthwise tension, but have good cross elasticity.
A lot has also happened with the Streifeneder silicone liners. Can you briefly explain to us what the advantages are?
With pleasure. Our silicone liners have been firmly established in the industry for years, and we wanted to give the liners a fresh and user-friendly look. In addition to the positive features of the knitted cover, I would like to highlight the soft silicone caps at the end of the silicone liners. They help the user to better guide the prosthesis, but also make it easier for the orthopedic technician to take measurements and make the plaster cast. The distal area shows up better in the plaster cast, which makes the modeling in the workshop easier.
We've been talking all the time about liner models intended for transtibial amputations. What are the advantages with the AK-controlled transfemoral liner and what is the purpose of the lateral stripes?
For transfemoral amputations, we offer two locking liner models that provide the user with the following advantages. The lateral stripes integrated into the knitted cover are used for lengthwise lift control and are usually positioned medially and laterally. This does not interfere with the muscle play during flexion and extension. The 60L10 model also has silicone stripes applied to prevent actual rotation in the prosthetic socket.
All the liners need to be adjusted and trimmed a bit. How does this work the best?
The premise is very simple. The longer the liner is left, the better it is. If the liner is too short, it could roll off a conical thigh, for example, which is considered very annoying. Ideally, a wavy cut is used, which has advantages for the user as well as the liner. With the wavy cut, there is no venous or lymphatic backflow, and the risk of skin irritation is minimized. Among other things, the liner edge remains nicely elastic, and rolling off the thigh is avoided. Please do not cut the liner anatomically. However, cutting at an angle is no problem.
Dominic, hygiene is particularly important in this area. Can you describe how to take care of the liners and the kneecaps?
You are absolutely right. Almost all Streifeneder liners and kneecaps are antibacterial, but you still have to wash them regularly. This means that all liners and kneecaps must be washed thoroughly with plenty of warm water and the appropriate soap before first contact with the skin. This must become a daily routine for the user, and the liners are usually washed out in the evening before going to bed and placed on the liner stand to dry. Not only the liner needs to be cared for, but also the residual limb. It is exposed to high stress during the day, and moisturizing lotion should be applied in the evening after washing. The lotion soothes and regenerates stressed residual limb skin. Among other things, our skin protection cream can also be used for permanent skin areas, which creates a permanent protective film.
Does Streifeneder have a complete overview where you can look up everything?
Of course. Just go to Streifeneder.com and download the additional information there. Not only are the individual liner models or socket comfort products listed there, but you can also get lots of tips and advice on the right choice and use.
Thank you very much, Dominic, for the informative interview. I'm convinced that this information will help our customers to make the right liner choice. Thank you very much for your attention. And if you need any further information, please send us a message or visit us at streifeneder.com or at streifeneder.de/op. Thanks.
You're welcome, and goodbye.
Wiedersehen.